I'm Aurelia Mouton. I am 24 years old and I'm here at Stellenbosch University. I am the editor-in-chief of Dimati, the campus student newspaper. We are completely independent and student-run. I think the news is important because there's always something happening, especially in our country. It's good to stay informed. You can make informed decisions as a citizen when you read the news, and it's really interesting. It's sometimes entertaining as well, sometimes sad. So I think you kind of get the whole gambit of emotions with the news. The value reading the news has brought to my life is active citizenship, and I think there is inherent value in the news. As South Africans, I think we're lucky to have freedom of press. It's kind of the cornerstone of democracy, if you ask me. And I think being aware of that has made me much more appreciative of having access to news. My favorite sections to read is world news. I like politics as well. And I think sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, I also like to read the good news section. There's a lot to find there, and it's not as few and far between as you think. What I'd say to someone my age who is against the news or doesn't read the news is, how the hell do you know what's going on ever? Reading the news keeps you informed, and as a South African, I think knowing what's going on is key to surviving in our country. So that's pretty much what I would say. I'm really excited to head into News24 because I get to see a newsroom, a functioning newsroom, and kind of see what goes on behind the scenes of my favorite news. So you were recently named News24 Young Journalist of the Year. What was that experience like?
It was unexpected, and I thought, because it was the end of the year, and I thought, okay, everything's dying down, and then my bosses came to me and said, oh, you're the Young Journalist of the Year, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Wow.
Unexpected.
That's very unexpected.
Why would you say it was unexpected?
Because, for me, journalists should not be in the field for the accolades. And I think, if my work makes a bit of a difference outside the corners of the office, and, people get the satisfaction of reading the stories and reading the exclusives that we put, in our subscriber homepage, I think that's worth my while.
That's the real accolade.
That's the real accolade. So why have you decided to subscribe to News24?
Because I like impartial news that cuts to the chase. Like I like the fact that News24 doesn't beat around the bush. You get the facts and you get them quick. And I get really excited when I see my little News24 alert, the little banner coming up on my phone, and I'm like, okay, what's happening now? And I like the fact that you can follow stories live. I think locally, or in South Africa at least, there's kind of a delay. It's not necessarily that you get news so quick. So I like News24 because it's kind of, I would say, world-class in the fact that you get your news now. And you don't really have to wonder, double-check, okay, is this fake news? I think there is a lot of that in South Africa. But with News24, I can read the news and I know what's going on, and I can go on with my day because now I know. So what would you say is maybe something that the general public would be surprised to find out about journalism or journalists?
I think they'll be surprised to know that we actually get very, very, very angry. We are very angry people because of, situations that we go through, and also, the stories that we tell. It's very difficult to get answers for the public, and the public needs to know that, we push every single day to give the best type of journalism for them, because we don't want to take their money for granted. So we get very angry if we don't have those answers, and we push very, very hard. So I think they'll be surprised to know that.
Yeah, grueling work. Yeah. What I'd like to be when I graduate is a journalist, specifically a news journalist. I don't really see myself doing anything else.